Hey, what is up, guys? MechlordGames here today from Team Bro Power, coming at you the deck profile of SuperHeavy Samurais. This deck is a deck that I really want to be testing right now against meta, and something I really want to be playing in the meta game, just because it's something completely different. It does have potential, it does have possibilities of being able to perform well, and I want to be able to see what I can actually do with this deck against the meta. So I was sitting here just putting cards together, thinking of combos, thinking of strategies, building the side deck and everything. I was like, yeah, this deck is pretty solid. And upon looking at it and the few playtest duels that I've actually gotten in with it, it has been working pretty well. Whether or not it will work competitively against the meta, I'm not entirely 100% sure yet, but I am pretty aware of what the meta does, how they work, so I've kind of built a deck kind of around that. So to start off with, we got three heavyweight samurai Big Ben K. We have 2 Machina Fortress, 3 Giant Rats, 3 Soul Piercer, 3 Tin Goldfish, 3 Samurai Scales, 2 Brew Brawler, and 3 Samurai Flutist with Raigeki, 2 Dark Holes, Book of Moon for your Dijin outs, 3 Upstart Goblin for your spells, and then with traps, we got Bottomless, Torrential, Ring of Destruction, Compulse, Vanity, Solemn Warning, 3 Fiendish Chain, and 1 Oasis of the Dragon Souls. And for our extra deck, we have Stellar Knight, Constellar Diamond, Constellar Pleiades, Stellar Knight Deltiros, Ragnar Zero, Gear Giganex, 101 Shark, number 106 Giant Hand, Castell, Gagaga Samurai, Exeter Knight, Dagusto Emerald, Abyss Dweller, Gagaga Cowboy, Teller Knight Ptolemaeus, and Diamond Crab King. With on our side deck, we have 3 Maxi, 3 MST, 2 Fairy Wind, 2 Mask of Restrict, 2 Iron Wall, and 3 Mistake. So, combos of the deck. Main combos can honestly revolve around Giant Rat. Giant Rat can be set as a floater, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can either summon out Big Ben Kai, or if you have Flutist in hand, you're going to summon out Soul Piercer, and then when Soul Piercer is sent to the graveyard, you're going to be able to search out for Benkai, and then summon Flutist and tribute it for Benkai. Which is absolutely amazing. To be able to actually go and do that is a really strong play, and it's one of the best plays you can honestly do. Scales. Scales is probably one of the best monsters in this deck because it's just a free XC summon without even having to normal summon it or really do much with it. So if your opponent has 2 monsters and you have none, you can just special summon it and special summon 1 level 4 or lower super heavy samurai monster in your graveyard, special summon it defense, and then you can XCs with it, you can do whatever with it. Flutist is probably the best card for them though, because it does prevent targeting, and with the fact that there's a lot of cards these days that target, Flutist honestly protects them from being targeted and destroys whatever that card is, whether it's monster effects, stuff like that. So, choices for main deck, that's probably it. I'm still unsure of whether or not I want the 310 Goldfish. I'm not entirely sure about how well that's going to work out all the time, but it hasn't really been a problem that much. I haven't really seen many issues with that actually rise up, but if it does become an issue, then I can adjust to it pretty quickly. As far as extra deck goes, I decided to go for the Stellar Knight Diamond play because being able to stop your opponent from sending cards from the deck to the graveyard is absolutely key, especially if you're going up against Burning Abyss or you're going up against Shaddolls. You don't want them being able to recycle things from their hand, from the graveyard either, because if you kill off one of Shaddol fusions and it goes to the graveyard, they get to add it back to their hand. Well, this says no, it gets banished instead. So you want to go ahead and do that, be my guest. But it prevents them from being able to Shaddol fusion out of the deck, which is honestly one of the best things you want to stop them from being able to do. We also have the play where you can go into Pleiades, and being able to control your opponent's field on their turn is also a really key strategy. This doesn't work all that well oftentimes because it can be kind of problematic depending on what you're playing against. Like, obviously, if you're playing up against Necros, you're not going to want to make Pleiades because Pleiades isn't going to be able to do much. So you're going to, if anything, you're going to sit on a giant hand and be able to stop effects from going off or something like that. Ragnar Zero can control attack points. This is actually a really underestimated card right now because Cleave Forts Generally, a lot of times if Cleafort's open with a bad hand, they need to be able to set up scales somehow to be able to pendulum someone to be able to continue their effects off. And being able to destroy that and get a free pop is amazing, because like if they go for, I think it's the scale 9s that increase the Cleafort monster's attack points. Anytime they would summon their monsters, you just Ragna 0, blow it up, get a free draw. Sure, they'll be able to summon it back, but that free draw really can help you clutch your game. As far as the side deck goes, 3 Maxi, because Burning Abyss, Shaddolls, they love to special summon a lot. Being able to control your hand and being able to control what they are going to want to have to do to be able to try to secure their game is an amazing factor. 3 MST, because every deck pretty much is running nothing but floodgates. Being able to stop Cleaforts from doing anything, being able to stop those floodgates from doing anything to you. 2 Fairy Wind, just because floodgates are problematic, and as well as Fairy Wind can actually deal damage, which can be beneficial. 2 Mask of Restrict, so monsters can't be tributed by any means. You can completely kill Necrons with this. You can really hurt Cleafort with it. Imperial Iron Wall completely shuts down Ritual Beast. Ritual Beast just cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh! With Imperial Iron Wall in the field. They won't be able to use Macro, they won't be able to use Defissure. All your monsters will be safe. They won't be able to be banished at all. And they won't be able to fusion into anything. So being able to use Imperial Iron Wall against Ritual Beast is pretty much just like an auto GG against them. And of course 3 Mistake, because a lot of decks like to search out a lot. Being able to stop a lot of these rogue decks like Star Seraph, Teller Knight, stuff like that, they like to search a lot, and being able to play Mistake and prevent searching is amazing. The thing with this deck, you don't really search all that much. The only cards main deck wise that actually allow you to search really is Soul Piercer. That it does hurt that, but honestly it hurts your opponent well more than it hurts your Soul Piercer, so it's kind of worth running. As far as that, from what I can see, this deck is designed really well, is designed to work and be pretty consistent. I like the overall design of the deck, and I'm pretty satisfied right now with it, and pretty happy with this deck so far. It works well, it's consistent. The plays that it can do is going to be pretty ridiculous if you actually get your plays off. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to hopefully get some footage of me using this deck against meta, trying my hand against meta, and seeing like how matches against meta are. Let me know if you guys actually want to see this deck in action, and I will definitely go ahead and upload a video of me playing it against meta and seeing how that goes. So anyways, guys, for now, that is going to be it. Subscribe to Team Bro today, and also go and subscribe to my channel, which will be posted in the description section down below. So remember to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.